Good morning, students. Welcome to our e-learning platform. I am Abhilasha Singh, your computer teacher. Today, we are going to learn chapter number 7 of class 12, that is formatting a presentation. So, let us begin with the next page.
In this chapter, we have these headings. In this, working with Slide Master, creating a new custom layout. After that, changing color scheme and the background color. After that, using fill effects. Then we will see how to apply the formatting effects and intents. At last, we will see the working with slide outline. So let us begin with our first heading. Slide Master. Before telling about this, I want to tell you what is a Slide Master. Slide Master is an element of the templates that store information that includes font style, placeholder size, position of text and objects, bullet style, background design and the color scheme. Means overall it have the all master feature. That is why it is called the Slide Master. Now we are going to see how many placeholder are there in Slide Master. Basically there are the two placeholder are there. First, that is the text placeholder, second is the body text holder. In the title text holder, we write only the title of your presentation, and in body text holder or placeholder, we can write the content of your presentation. So let us see from where we can do the Slide Master or working with a Slide Master folder. On working with the Slide Master, what we have to do, firstly we have to click on the view button. This is the view button. When you click on it, you can see the different type of view, as you already learned about in your previous chapters. So I'm not going to tell about these type of the views. Okay, in this chapter we have to work on the Slide Master view. After clicking on the view button, we have to click on the Slide Master. This is the Slide Master. With this, in the presentation view group, in the presentation view group, you will find the Slide Master. You have to click on it. Then you can see the different type of the placeholder or the layout of your presentation or slide. You can see on your left side, as you can see it here. You can see here there's so many different type of the layout is there. You can choose any one of them for your slide. Now I'm going to choose this type of the layout. If you don't want any placeholder in your slide, you can just select it and press the delete button. Then you can delete the placeholder from your slide. Okay, if you want to add some theme in your presentation or in a slide, from where we can do that? For changing the theme, what we have to do, firstly we have to go in the added theme group. This is the added theme group. Within this we can find the themes, color, fonts, effects. Means with theme you can change the theme of your presentation or the slide. How we can change it? You have to just click on this arrow button. Then you can see the different type of the theme there. With that theme, you have to just move your cursor over that theme. It will automatically shown on your screen, as you can see on my screen. It show you the different type of the themes, and if you click on any type of the theme, it will automatically apply for your all the slides, because it's set for all. If you want to set for a single slide, you can also set it. Okay, now I'm going to change my theme. From this, I'm going to select this one. Then you can see this all my slide theme is changed. Okay, if you want to change the color, if you don't like this color, then you can change from the color from the added theme. Now I'm going to click on it. There's the option of color. I'm just moving my mouse over this color. It will shown on a screen. Okay, what color it shows. Now I'm going to choose this color, this purple color. Now this color is changed. If you want to change the font, then you have to click on the font. there's option, there's so many fonts are there. You have to just move your mouse over that fonts. It will automatically change in your presentation or in your slide. Okay, if you want to change the effects, you can also change it from this. Okay, after doing that, if you want to close that slide master, what we have to do for closing the slide master, we have to click on the close master view. If you will click on it, the slide master view is closed. Next heading is creating a new custom layout. What is the meaning of custom? Means if you don't want or don't find a standard layout that meets your requirement, you can create a custom layout that perfectly suits your slide contents. Okay, that means you can customize that layout by adding the text specific or the object specific placeholder. So let us see how we will customize our layout. For customize our layout, firstly we have to click on the view tab. From the view tab you can find that. In view tab we have a slide master. Again we have to click on the slide master. Then after that you can see this type of the things. Insert layout. Okay, in insert slide master, the blank layout will be in the list thumbnail layout present the slide pane. Okay, if you want to insert a slide master, you can insert it from here. Okay, for customizing the layout, we have to click on the insert slide master. In this you can see the different type of the thing. You can from here you can customize your slide layout according to your choice. If you do not match that slide to your requirement, you can insert a layout from here. Okay, this will be show your blank layout. From here you can set the layout according to your choice. Okay, if you want to rename it, your presentation or your layout, that layout, you have to click on the rename. This is the rename. From here you can change the name of your slide layout. Okay, now I'm going to click on it. This dialog box will appear on the screen. You have to just give the name here and click on the name button, rename button. Then that slide layout will renamed. Okay, if you want to delete something, and you have to click on here, then you can delete it. Just select that and click on the delete. That will delete from your slide, as you can see it here. Okay, if you want, after that you have to just click on the close master view. That will close from your screen. Now we are going to see our next heading, that is changing color scheme. That this is the third heading of the chapter. Third heading is changing color scheme. Every presentation comes with a set of color scheme. You can change the color scheme of a single slide or the complete presentation. It is up to you which color scheme you want to change for a single slide or a whole slide. It is depend on you. Okay, the color of a specific element on a slide, such as the title or the background, can also be changed. Okay, for changing the color scheme, what we have to do, we have to click on the design view, design tab. Within the design tab you can see the different type of the theme. From here, this is the scheme here in the theme group. From the theme group you can see the different type of the theme. You have to just move your cursor over that theme. It will apply for your presentation. If you want to apply for all, you have to click on it, then it will automatically apply to your all presentation. Okay, now I am going to choose this one, then it will apply to my all the presentation. Okay, if you want to set us for a single slide, then you have to, here is the option. When you click on any type of the theme, you have to just press the right button from your mouse. There is the option to apply to all the slide, apply to the selected slide. If you want to apply for a single slide, you have to click on the apply to selected slide. Otherwise, you have to click on the apply to all the slide. It will apply to your all the slides. Okay, this is the way to changing the color scheme. Next heading is changing background color. What is the meaning of that? Picture or color behind the placeholder. What is the meaning of background? Means you have to set picture or color behind your presentation. You can change the background color, patterns and the texture of your slide. It is up to you. It gives you functionality to change the color, pattern, texture. Okay. Now we are going to see in practically how we will changing the background color. From the design tab, again we have to click on the design tab. In the design tab, there is option of group, background group. Within the background group, you can see this background style. Okay, you have to just click on the background style. If you want to choose from here, you have to click on it. The background will apply. You have to just move your cursor over that the background style which is already given on a slide or the predefined colors or the background colors. You have to choose it from here. Otherwise, you can also set the custom background. From where we can set the custom background, you have to click on the format background. This is the format background. With this you can customize your color, background color or the patterns or the things. Okay, from the predefined theme or the background color, you have to choose it from here. Once you click on the background style, you have to just move your cursor over that color. It will automatically change in your slide. Otherwise, if you want to customize your background color or patterns or scheme, you have to click on the format background. From here you can set the different type of the colors, and this is up to you how you will customize your background color. Okay, now after choosing that, you have to click on the close, then it will automatically apply to your selected slide or for your all slides. Next heading is using fill effects. What is fill effects? Fill effects allow you to apply a gradient, texture or the picture to your object. Means to make a slide in our presentation, we can also give a watermark so that it create a right to anyone cannot copy your work. Okay, in spite of this, we can also give or make the attractive look of our slide. So let us see how we will apply or work with the fill effects. For working with fill effects, we have to click on the insert tab. From the insert tab, in the illustration group, you can find the shape here. From this shape, you have to click on this arrow button. After that, you can see the different shape from these shapes. Now I'm going to add one shape. Select one shape from here, and now I'm going to drag it in my slide. You have to just drag a slide in a presentation. This is how you can insert a shape in a slide. After inserting the shape, we have to click on the home tab. Within the home tab, in the drawing group, you can find the shape fill. From here you can fill your shape. Okay, where we can find it? We have to go in home tab. After inserting the shape, we have to go in the home tab. In home tab, within the drawing group, you can find the shape fill, and you can also find here the shape outline, shape effects. It is up to you which type of the things you want to apply for your shape. Now I'm going to click on the shape fill. When you click on this arrow, you will find the different of color from here. Okay, this is up to you which type of the color you want to choose. Otherwise, you can also set a picture If you want to set a picture as a fill effect, you can also set it from here, this picture. If you want to set the gradient color, what is the gradient color? Gradient color means insert in a shape you can see the multiple color within a single shape. Okay, in normal fill color you can see only single color. You can see a single color in the solid fill. If you choose the gradient fill, you can see the multiple color within a single shape. If you want to choose the texture, in texture you can see the piece of picture or text which is repeating like a pattern, as you see like this. Means a single piece of picture or the text or the thing that are repeating like a pattern, means as you can see it here. If you want to set the texture, you can choose from the here. If you want to add another texture, you can click on the more texture. Okay, this is up to you from where you want to do. From more texture you can apply or customize your texture according to your choice. If you want to apply the gradient fill, you can apply it from here. If you want to customize your gradient color, you can click on this more gradient, you can apply it. Okay, now after that we can see the shape outline. With this shape outline you can underline your shape. You can make the underline around your shape. This is the meaning of outline. With this shape outline you can apply outline around your any shape for which shape you want to apply. Once you click on this, you can see the color like this. Okay, this is up to you which type of the outline you want to apply, which type of the color outline you apply to your selected shape. As you can see the output, I am just moving my mouse over the each color, it will automatically apply as a border of my shape. Okay, you can change the color of it. Now I am going to change the color width because it is not showing clearly. If you choose this, you can see like this. Okay, should be dashed. If don't want to see the outline as a dash, you have to choose this solid outline. With this you can see the output clearly. If you want to change the shape effects, you can set the shape for your shape. If you want to 3D rotation, you can see this. This is how you can apply the shape effect to your shape. Next heading is applying formatting effects. This is the next heading. With this you can create a new presentation, enter the text, then you can apply the formatting for that text. Okay, so let us write some text here, then we will apply the formatting. Okay, now I am going to write, my name is Avilasha. For this text we will apply the formatting for this text. Okay, now for this text we can going to apply the formatting for this. How we can apply the formatting? Formatting means with the help of formatting you can increase the size of your text, you can decrease the size, you can change the font color, anything. It is all are shown in the home tab. This is the common font or formatting for this text. Okay, from here you can bold your text. For applying the formatting for your text, firstly you have to select that text. For that text you want to apply the formatting. For doing the formatting, I already select this text, because if you will not select it, it will not apply to your select text. Okay, for applying the formatting, firstly we have to select this text. After that click on the home tab. Within home tab we have the different features. We can bold our text. If you click on the B, then it will bold your text, as you can see the output. If you want to change the in italic, you can change it from here. If you want to underline your under the text, you can do this. You can see the output. Now if you want to change the font, then here you can change the font. Now I am going to choose the Arial black, then this will look like this. Okay, if you want to choose this Arial, this is how you can change the font. If you want to change the size of your text, then this is how you can change the text size. You have to just choose the size. From this you can change the size of your text. Now I am going to choose the 6054. This is how you can change it. Okay, here you can change the text size, or you can decrease the text size from here with A. You can also customize your size according from here. If you want to set it from here, you can write it here. Otherwise you can also set the font size. You have to just click on it, then it will increase after you're clicking. Okay, if you want to decrease, then this will decrease like this. Okay, you can also do the paragraph things, or from the paragraph group you can align your text. If you want in left side your text, then it will shown like this. If you want this text in center, you have to click on this, the text will appear in center. If you want to choose the right side alignment, you have to click on this, the text will shown in right side. If you want this normal thing, that your text should be normal form, then you have to click on this justify. With this justify, align text to both the left or right margin and adding extra space between the words as necessary. Okay, if you click on this, it will be justified. Next heading is applying indents. What is the meaning of this indents? Indenting feature is used to move a complete paragraph or the first line to a specific number of places from the left or right margin. Okay, with this you can just move your paragraph. Okay, this gives us the functionality to move our text of font or the paragraph from the left side or the right side margin, or you can also move your complete paragraph, or you can also move the first line. Okay, with this how we can do that? For doing this, what we have to do? We have to follow the some steps. For doing the indent, what we have to do? Firstly, we have to write something here, because if we will not write anything, then how can we apply? Okay, now I am going to write this. This is not in text, but I am just writing for a example. After this, drag firstly select this text, because if you will not select this, it will not apply. Okay, from this you have to just click on this. Here the ruler bar is not visible. For visible your ruler bar, you have to go to the view tab. Okay, within the view tab, shown group, then check this box, then it will show your ruler, then you can indent your format. From here you have to just set it, then you can merge this text like this. If it is, you can just adjust your first line. Okay, from this ruler. Okay, if you want to move the complete paragraph, you have to move this. Okay, otherwise if you want to move the single line, you have to use this. Just drag it in which place you want to move the, or from where you want the space, and give the space, and you want to start from that place. Okay, just move like this. For moving the first line, you have to move this. Otherwise, for moving the whole paragraph, you have to move this. Okay, tab. Our outline tab shows the heading and subheading in an arranged manner. Okay, In this outline view, you can do the following things. First, that create a presentation structure. With this outline tab, you can create a presentation structure. Then you can edit the text entries and rearrange the text on the slide as needed. Means you can change the place of your text from where you want to move it. If you don't want the same place and change it to the another place, then you can change it from that outline tab. Also, you can hide or display the text level. Okay, so let us see how we will work with the outline tab. Okay, with this outline, from where we can find this outline? In the left side of a presentation, after the slide, you can find this outline. This is how you can see the things are written in the outline tab. Okay, this is, I earlier told you, in outline tab you can see the headings and subheading. Means this is the heading here and this is the subheading. Okay, and this you can just, from the outline tab, if you want to change the font color or anything, you have to just select this from the outline tab. Then there is the option of bold. If you bold it from here, it will show as the output on your screen. If you want to change the color, you have to change the color from here. Now I am going to choose the red color or purple. This purple will apply on your screen. Okay, means whatever you are writing in the slide, you can also manage that thing from your outline tab. This is the feature where we can see all the written content in the outline tab in a single line. Okay, that you have written in the multiple slide, but you can see all the content written in the presentation. You can see all the things together in an outline. Okay, if you want to do the collapse, you have to just select this. Because why we are selecting, or why I am selecting, because if you will not select anything or the text, then to whom you are applying the things. Okay, because I want to apply for the subheadings, then firstly I have to select this. After that you can collapse it, you can expand it. It is up to you what feature you want to apply. If you will click on the collapse, it will collapse into the single. If you click on this collapse all, then collapse. Otherwise expand. If you want to see this thing in expanded form, then click on the expand. If you want to see all the thing in all the expanded form, then you have to click in the expanded all. Then all will shown as it is. Okay, in this outline we have another feature to add the view button. In Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, if you want to add the outline view command on the quick access toolbar, click on the file tab. Okay, within this file, this is the file tab. Here, from here file tab, there is option of command. Okay, from here after clicking on the file tab, you can see this option command. Then you can see the button or view there. Okay, click on the quick access toolbar. This is the quick access toolbar. Okay, from the PowerPoint option dialog box, click on the drop down list of choose command from and select the command not in the ribbon. Okay, now we are going to see how we will do that. Click on the file tab, there is option of PowerPoint option. Here we can see the features, how we will do the or see the outline view. You have to click on this arrow. Okay, this is the customize quick access toolbar. From here you can choose anything which you want in the quick access bar as a button, then you can set it from here. If you want the print preview, you can make, if I choose in this print preview, it is all automatically added to the quick access toolbar. If I am going to add this quick print, it will also add in this quick access bar. Now I am going to, if you want to, don't need that shown in the quick access bar, you have to just uncheck that, then it will remove from your quick access bar. Preview, don't want to see the preview in quick access bar. Now I am going to uncheck this and it will remove from your quick access bar. This is how you can add the outline button view.
Hope you understand each topic of this chapter. With this, I am going to finish this lecture. Thank you.